Welcome ESL to race 6 on the schedule. We are at Kern Harvicks Kern Raceway here in the late model series. It should be a good one as the time for games is over. This is the second half of the season. And there's not much room for mistakes here the rest of the way. There's a lot of drivers that are still in the hunt in the standings. Javier Vasquez leads the points by only one. Chris Andrews in second, Trunyon third. All these drivers are only down by 1 point. Ryu's down by 5 in fourth place. Ace Howard in fifth place, down 8 points. Odeon tied with Ace. He is down 8 points. Then you have Freddie Tremel in seventh, Chris Webber in eighth, James Hogan in ninth, and Joe Beatty in 10th. And Beatty's only down 17 points, so the point standings is extremely tight. All the way down, I want to say, even down to 13th place, where Mike Mello's there, down 26 points. All these drivers have a shot here with 5 races to go to make something happen the rest of the way. The last race winner was Freddie Trammell. We'll see if he can keep that momentum going. Teams have made their adjustments. Drivers have gotten some progression. So we'll see if all these team owners and teams made the right decisions with their progressions. We're about to find out as we getting set for qualifying. There is Freddie Trammell out on the track. We'll see what type of lap times he can put together here. He's been pretty good this season. He's had 2 top 5s last 2 races. What type of lap times will he put together as he crosses the line? And it's Odeon on top of the board for now. And he crosses the line for the final time. And it's Elvira Lee on the pole. Ryu in second. Ace Howard in third. Odeon Muldoon in fourth. Joshua Morales in fifth. Chris Lee sixth. Matt Jones seventh. Eric Belmont eighth. Lola Mack ninth. And Stephen Waters rounds out your top 10. We'll see what this 23 can do here during the race. I'll be back in a minute for the start of the race. We are back getting ready for race 6 here in the late model series. As we're getting ready to start the second half of the season. And in the team standings, we got Low Fuel Racing in first place, but they're only up by 9 points. 307 Motorsports in second. Spark Racing in third, down by 10. Sloth Racing in fourth, down by 27. And Lost City down by 28. They're in fifth. So that team championship is also up for grabs. But with only 5 races to go, teams have to be consistent the rest of the way. Your points leader, Vasquez, qualified in 12th. And Chris Andrews, he qualified in 23rd. He's second in the points. We've never raced at this track before, so we will see. No one knows what to expect here. Track temp 73 degrees, air temp 72, wind speed 11 miles an hour as we get ready to go racing here at Kevin Harvicks Kern Raceway. And the green flag is out and we are on the way for 80 laps. As we can see, we have a battle for second. That's Ace Howard and Ryu. Ooh, and the 127 got into the 13. There's Odion. He's there on the outside, riding pretty high on that line. Gotta be careful. You don't want to get into the marbles up there. But he continues to kind of fade back here, currently in 6th. Now he's next to Matt Jones. Matt Jones on the inside in that number 50. There's Sebastian. Sebastian had a good race. And the 29. The 29 is on pit road. And the 85 and Gunny. As you can see the contact he made, he probably cut a tire. So there's a few cars on pit road already. And the 23 continues to lead. The 29 of Eric Beaumont is already back out on the track, so he definitely cut a tire. He must have made contact with someone. Not sure what's going on. Give me 1 second. Something just happened here. Well, it looks like the game just crashed. I'm not getting no signal, and I don't see it on my screen. So unfortunately, we're going to have to restart this race. Give me a few minutes here, try to figure this out. We're going to try this again here. I'm about to restart this race. Not sure what happened. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but the game did crash. So we are back, and let's try this again. If this happens again, I don't know if I'll try it again until I can figure out what's wrong. But let's hope everything goes smoothly this time. Well, we have to qualify once again. We have right on top of the board this time, so far. So now it's Matt Jones. He is going to be your pole winner. Sebastian in second, Chris Lee third, Ryu fourth, Elvira Lee fifth this time, Chris Webber sixth, Liam Boss seventh, Waters in eighth, Morales in ninth, and Howard rounds out the top 10. I'll be back in a second. And we are back. Let's try this again. We have Matt Jones on the pole this time. Some positions have switched, but not pretty much the same cars are in the top 10, looks like. We're going 80 laps. See what Sebastian can do on the outside here to start this race. Matt Jones on the inside and a green flag waves, and we are underway. It is Matt Jones in the lead. Chris Lee in second. As he is battling that 81. That 81 in the outside. That 13 got shoved by the 23. He goes up the track, but he's able to save it. Does not hit the wall. There's Ryu. Down to 6. Has lost 2 spots already. There's the 127 trying to sneak his way in. The inside of the 13. There's Odeon, currently in 12. Their points leader in 18th. There's Chris Andrews on the outside, and we have a car to 127. You saw earlier, he made contact. He made contact in the beginning of the race in the first 2 laps. Now he is on pit road, so he has an issue. But it's Matt Jones leading the way. Chris Lee a close second. And now the 13 of Ryu. He is on pit road. And we saw him slide up the track. He must have made contact too. And I think he made contact with the 127. But it is Matt Jones, Chris Lee 1 and 2. And now Trunnion is on pit road. And the 85. So they're starting to drop here like flies. Let's see what happened to the 85. Makes contact right there. That wheel to wheel is never good. Probably the same thing happened to the 47. Anytime you make contact near those wheels, you can easily cut a tire. You're going to see yourself on pit road. And here comes out the 47. Unfortunate start for him, but he is back out on the track 2 laps down. There's the 23 of Elvira Lee, currently in 4th. There's Scotty McGuire in the outside. As Trent Rivera's trying to get in there to make the pass. There's Mike Mello up 7 positions, currently in the top 10 in 9th. In the inside there that just passed was Eric Belmont. To the inside of Mike Mello is the 09 and Chris Harvey. Everyone's just going by that 27. He needs to get in line here. Now we have a battle for the lead. Chris Lee takes the lead for the first time today. As he gets by Matt Jones. So Chris Lee from Northern Lights Racing in the lead. Chris Lee is currently 12th in the points, so he definitely needs a good run today to make up some ground. And here comes Chris Harvey. He's trying to battle the 29 from Lost City Racing. They're side by side, going around 1. Chris Webber has dropped a ton of spots down to 9th. Down 9 spots in 15th. He is trying to work. He's going to try to have to work his way back up here. In front of him is Ducky Zoom, currently in 14th. And then it's the point leaders of Javier Vasquez. He's already up 4 positions in 13th place. We'll see if he can pick up any more. Chris Andrews is in 2nd in the points. And he is in 21st. And Trunnion, the 2 makes some contact there with the 56. That's Freddie Trammell, last week's winner, currently in 23rd. That's Chris Lee still holding on to the lead by about 3/10 of a second. Matt Jones in 2nd. And then it's Liam Boss. He's having a great run. Currently in third, up 4 positions. The same for Ace Howard, currently in 6th. Right behind him is the consistent Odion Muldoon. He is tied 5th in the points, only down 8 points from the points leader. He is always very consistent. And here comes the 81 of Sebastian. He's going to make the pass on the inside of the 23. As they go around turn 4, they're still side by side crossing the line. The 81 with the slight edge to the inside. Can the 81 hold on to this spot? And he cannot. The 23 moves up into 4th. Now goes Ace Howard. He's going to look to the inside of the 81. Now they're side by side in the backstretch headed into turn 3. It looks like that inside lane has a little bit more speed, has the advantage there as they're still side by side heading into 1. And now Tazzy Blackwell, she's a free agent driver. She is on pit road. Let's see where she made contact. She makes contact right there. She almost loses it. Hits the 44. Telling you, anytime there's contact near that wheel well, you're asking for problems. Gunny making some moves. Up to 16th, up 7 positions. That inside line seems to be the preferred line to make passes so far in this race. We'll see once the track rubbers in if that's the case later on. We're already about 25 laps in, just about. Mike Mello's your biggest mover, up 7 positions, currently in 9th. It's all about long run speed, and here we have another battle for the lead. It's the 50 and the 51 side by side as we come out of 4. These two have gone at it most of the race. Chris Lee holds off the 50 of Matt Jones. He's got 2 cars from 307 Motorsports behind him. Here comes Matt Jones on the outside. He's going to try to make the pass on the outside, which has been difficult for most of this race. They continue to battle. What a great battle for the lead, but this is helping the 413 just continue to gain ground. He's on the bumper of the 51. Looks like Matt Jones is gonna take this lead, but that 51, they make contact there, and the 51 slows down. He had to check up. We'll see if he heads out to pit road. Now the 50 has to worry about his teammate of Leon Boss. Leon Boss in second. Tazzy Blackwell out of pit road. She is currently 2 laps down. She would be your lucky dog if the caution were to come out. And we have 51 laps to go in this one. Plenty of more racing. There's Eric Belmont. He's trying to get by the 27, but the 27 is just not having it right now. Belmont's going to have to earn this pass on the inside. There's the 51 of Chris Lee. He got by Liam Boss once again. Can he reel in the 50 once again? So it looks like that contact he made was not a big deal, because he looks like he's back to his average lap times. Got Liam Boss there in third. Right behind him is Elvira Lee in fourth. And then it's Ace Howard there in fifth. And Sebastian, you got 2 DOG cars right behind Ace Howard, which is Sebastian and Odion. Two cars that are showing that they have some speed today. As we check on your points leader, he is currently in 12. Vasquez. Right behind him is Stephen Waters. As Lola Mack gets by Eric Belmont. Lola Mack up to 9th. Now it's Vasquez. He gets by Mike Mello up to 11th. Up 6 positions. Ace Howard gets by Liam Boss. Liam Boss seems to be fading. It's all about this long run speed. We have no cautions so far in this race. The leader definitely does not want to. Oh, and the 81 hits the wall. And the caution comes out. As soon as I said it, it happens. The 81 gets hit by his own teammate. He tries to save it. Gets hit by the 79 of Odeon as they go around the turn. The 79 is trying to send it in there, but there's no room. The 81 makes contact. Makes contact with the 81, and he hits the back end hard, and it looks like that axle or that a lot of front end damage there. Let's take a ride on board Sebastian. Man, he took a shot. The 81 seems he just cannot catch a break this season. He had a great race last race, and here we go again. So unfortunate for that driver this season. Hopefully he can bounce back next week. I'm sure he'll be back out on the track. Tazzy Blackwell, she was your lucky dog. So she is only 1 lap down. But this gathers the field right back up. Matt Jones didn't have a big lead, but I mean, Chris Lee has been showing a lot of speed. So he's going to have to worry about Chris Lee here on the restart of this race. So the 81 of Sebastian is in the garage for right now. We'll see if he comes back out on the track. I mean, they're going to have to do whatever they can to get that car back on the track. All these points are so important right now. As after this race, we only have 4 races to go. No cars on pit road. Everyone decides to stay out. Teams do have 1 set of tires, so if they choose to come in, they can put that new set on, but they will lose a ton of spots. David Leathers, he is your biggest mover, currently in 17th, but up 10 spots. So he's making the most of it after a bad qualifying day. We still got about half the race to go. We'll have 38 laps to go once the green flag drops. I mean, the preferred line has been the inside, but we've seen some drivers try to make passes on the outside. Sebastian is back on pit road. And the green flag is out, and we are back underway with 38 to go. Matt Jones with a great jump there on the start. Chris Lee was a little loose coming out the turn. He loses a spot, goes down to 3rd. Now Lee, can she try to make a pass here? As we're 3 wide back there with Odeon 413 and Chris Harvey were 3 wide for a few seconds. Odeon on the outside and Chris Harvey in the inside. Whoa, the 7 almost taps the wall there. That was very close. Everyone racing hard for position here. Things could get dangerous. Matt Jones, he has pulled away by a few car lengths. Ace Howard continues to battle, currently in third. Can he try to make a pass here on a 51? He cannot. He's getting loose out of turn 2. It's 23 trying to send it in there. Has to be careful. Don't want to make contact. Oh, he gets very high there. The 089 is very loose on the outside and losing a few spots. And Dougie Zoom is on pit road, as well as the 7-year points leader. We'll see if we can see what happened with the 7. Can't see so far yet what happened with the 54 and the 7. But they must have made contact at one point. And it's probably when that 7 almost hit the wall on that restart. He must have made contact with the 40, with the 54. And now it's Chris Webber on pit road. Once again hit. Oh, he makes contact with the 413 as the 413 was coming down. And we got 18 cars on the lead lap now. Restarts can be dangerous, but the big news out of that was the 7-year points leader. Now he is 21st. And it is Matt Jones in the lead. In second is Chris Lee. And Elvira Lee in third. Then you got Odion Muldoon in fourth and Chris Harvey in fifth. James Hogan, he is up 10 positions. Currently in 16th. There's only one car on pit road, and that's the 81. Look, he has no front end. It is completely gone. And we have 27 laps to go. Can Matt Jones hold on for about 26 laps now? Can he pull away from the 51 of Chris Lee? Because right now he got about almost a second and a half lead. There's Chris Andrews, currently in 12th. There's Liam Boss there, almost 3 wide there. He's getting very wide too, coming out of 2. Some drivers are struggling coming out of 2, especially when they're in the high side. They make contact there, Hogan and Boss. There's Odion in 5th. Matt Jones looking for his first win of the season. Matt Jones currently 11th in the points, so this will be a huge boost for him if he can hold on for the win. He just got to keep putting together some consistent laps. He's got about a second and a half lead. Just make no mistakes here in the next about 20 laps, and he will be in victory lane if he can hold on. There comes Odion. He gets by Chris Harvey. He's up to 4th. That's a driver you have to look out for. David Leathers Ooh, they make he makes contact with the 56. As he gets by his teammate up to 15, 12 positions. Here comes Ace Howard. He's trying to get by Chris Harvey. They're side by side going around one. Your biggest mover, James Hogan, up 13 positions in 13th. Oh, and he makes contact with a 47. Drivers are very aggressive right now. But Matt Jones still in control of this race by over 2 seconds. There's 307 Motorsport showing a ton of speed today. Can the 23 of Lee figure out anything to close in? Has to try a different line, has to try something to cut into this lead here with 15 to go. And there's Chris Lee in third. Odeon a close fourth. And Ace Howard still in fifth. Go back to your leader, a 2-second lead, but there's 2 cars in front of him. He's going to have to deal with some traffic here at the end of this race. Now we have a battle for second. Chris Lee took a look to the inside for a few seconds, but couldn't make anything happen. Matt Jones gets by that traffic that was ahead of him. Now 2 cars separate him and the 23. That's good for him. He still has a 2-second lead here with 11 laps to go. And there's a car on the apron there. The 68 of Gunny. Not sure what happened to him. It didn't trigger the caution. But he made contact with the 44 and slams into the wall. Gunny cannot catch a break, but it did not trigger a caution. He was off the racing surface. Matt Jones, 2.5-second lead. 9 laps to go. There's a lot of traffic ahead of the 50. He's going to have to navigate through this with a few laps to go. Lee just got by a lapped car. Still 2.5 seconds, so has a lot of work ahead. And the caution comes out. The caution is out. Man, oh man, here we go. They're 3 wide. There was Lee there to 85. Chris Lee. Oh, it looks like he's going to make contact there and puts Liam Boss in the wall. He definitely put him into the wall there on a backstretch. There was nothing Boss could do. Really, and then Boss couldn't make it out to pit row. He definitely broke something in the front end there. So now this changes everything. We're going to go back green. That is for sure. We will go back green. And we're going to have a shootout here for maybe 2 laps. And Dougie Zoom is your lucky dog. Man, we've had some great racing today. And Matt Jones did not want to see this flag. That is for sure. He did not want to see this flag. He was on cruise control, had an over a 2-second lead. He was going to cruise to the win. And then that incident between the 51 and the 413. And here we go. We're going to have a shootout here with a few laps to go. It's probably going to be maybe 3 laps. No cars have headed onto pit road besides Liam. Unfortunately, he's on pit road. Gunny's on pit road. I don't know who you guys think are going to win this race, but post it in the chat. I'm curious on what your thoughts are. Who's going to win this race? You have the 50. He has shown a ton of speed. The 23 has shown speed as well. Chris Lee, you cannot count him out. You cannot count Odian out. Or Belmont. Or Ace Howard, I would say, because Ace Howard has looked pretty strong as well, and he's part of that 307 Motorsports team. And those cars have had speed today. And we get the 1 to go signal. And when we go back around, we're going to have a two-lap shootout here to determine who wins this race. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Matt Jones? Is it going to be Elvira Lee? Is it going to be Chris Lee? Is it going to be Odion? There's a lot of drivers here that have a chance to win this race. There is no time to play nice. You got to go for the win. And the green flag drops and we are underway. With 2 to go. Matt Jones in the lead. Elvira in second. He's happy to see them going at it for second. Chris Lee moves into second, it looks like. And he is there. White flag waves last lap here at Kevin Harvicks Kern Raceway. Matt Jones still holding on to the lead as they go around turn 2. And they're on the back straightaway. Goes around turns 3. Comes out of turn 4. Matt Jones wins easy here in race 6. In second, Elvira Lee. Third, Chris Lee. Fourth, Odion Muldoon. Fifth, Eric Belmont. Sixth, Chris Harvey. Seventh, Ace Howard. Eighth, Lola Mack. Ninth, Mike Mello. And Stephen Waters rounds out your top 10. But Matt Jones holds on after a very late caution and wins the shootout here. But that 50 has just been, man, he was lights out towards the second half of this race. Showed a ton of speed. You could tell Chris Lee had nothing for him or Elvira. They just didn't have probably enough enough left on those tires to catch that 50. But congrats to 50 in the 307 Motorsports. This is huge for Matt Jones. This is going to help him. He was currently 11th in the standings, but with that win, and Javier Vasquez didn't do well. Chris Andrews, he finished 11th. Trunyan didn't have a great day in 21st. Ryu, 22nd. So these standings are definitely going to shift around here after this race. So things are going to start to get a little interesting with 4 races to go. And we head to, let's see here where we're going. For the next race, we are headed to Thompson International Speedway. Then we head to New Smyrna, race 8, then 5 Flags, and then we come back to this same track to end the season. Man, great racing here today. And up next is Super Late Models at Bristol. That should be fun. That'll be up here in about 10 to 15 minutes. But like always, thank you for supporting the stream and the league. I'll see you guys next time.